Yes, as you all are well aware of the fact that since from the dawn of this world till the end of it, education has been and hopefully would be the focus point. Apart from other important aspects regarding this education or being educated, people differ in their opinions regarding its syllabus, its role, and other important issues related to this. As being students, we also are sensing about such things whenever we get time. So in these connections and what education in real sense means and what type of education is the need of an hour, we have invited some guests from different backgrounds with different modes of thinking. So let me introduce before you for today's guest. We have Mr. Faisal, we have Mr. Furqan, we have Mr. Danish, and the last but not the least, we have Mr. Kausar. Welcome gentlemen to the show. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah.
I would like to hear one by one from all of you. The first thing which we would be discussing at the moment, what is education? What education in real sense means? Yes, Faisal, please.
I think education means to get familiar with the art of reading and writing. To get the art of reading any text, understanding it properly along with writing skills. I think once an individual learns art, he naturally becomes different from one who doesn't expertise it. No doubt we have uncountable number of people who are educated, but very few of them are experts in these two arts.
Okay, Mr. Faisal, I got your point. The art of reading and writing is education. What to you, Mr. Danish? What is education?
Well, I am pleased by the answer given by Mr. Faisal, but I would like to increase the answer given by my friend. I think education changed the way of thinking and the whole personality development of an individual. You can naturally feel such between educated and illiterate. Learning the art of reading and writing is okay, but it is not limited only up to this.
I didn't mean this all, but the beginning gets from there.
Mr. Faisal, I agreed with you, but there is a difference between educated and
Gentlemen, please have patience. Please have patience. I'll provide the opportunity, but later on, let's move to our other guest, Mr. Furqan, please.
Well, I think Mr. Danish and Mr. Faisal beautifully presented before us the meaning of education. I somehow would like to modify their answers. An educated person, by the grace of education, becomes physically developed. It mentally modifies him. He witnessed spiritual development in himself along with the social development. So an educated person in all aspects becomes a different human being.
Okay, Mr. Kausar, I hope you got the answer of our respected guests. Are you satisfied with it, or do you like to add anything?
The replies replied by my dear friends regarding the meaning of education are actually the objects of education. These things cannot be the basics of education.
Mr. Kausar, why reading and writing are not the basis of education? How can I call the person educated if he doesn't know these things?
After effects, Mr. Kausar, I think you don't know what education means. I think we need to revise the theory regarding
Mr.
education.
Mr. Faisal, listen to me. Let me make
Gentlemen, please have patience. Please have patience. I'll provide the opportunity, but later, let him make his point. Yes, Mr. Kausar, please.
The basic and fundamental thing of being educated is to know who your Lord is, who is our Creator, until and unless we don't get familiar to our Lord through education. Until and unless the education doesn't connect us to our Allah, all around development makes no sense. It's just where education actually educates us from as what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants from us at a particular moment. A person who is literate but centuries away from Quran, from Islam, from Sharia, and you call such persons educated? I don't agree with it. No way.
Mr. Kausar, what do you mean a person who by birth is aloof from Islam? Say example, we'll take non-Muslims who are normally well educated as compared to Muslims. How can we label them under the category of uneducated?
According to you, Mr. Counselor, if a person who doesn't know reading or writing, okay, but he is devoted to Muslim, is he educated?
Mr. Danish, I somehow agree with Mr. X as he need becomes he as we need becomes such school at the same time parents need sex.
Please, gentlemen, listen to me. A person who by using the blessings of Almighty Allah learns education, but he forgets his Lord. He is not ready to follow his path, and you call such persons educated. I think you haven't got what education means.
Okay, Mr. Faisal, I got the point. Let me summarize by only limiting yourself. The art of reading and writing is not education. Getting all-round development by means of it also halfway. On the other hand, learning Quran also incomplete. Education in real sense means what I got from all of you. Now the point is how to balance it. Where from we can balance it. No doubt we are under the flood of modern educations, but we have madrasas, we have ulmas, we have everything, but still, why don't we get these things at the same time? Mr. Danish, let's start from you. What do you have to say?
See, Mr. Junaid, as you said, we live in modern world We have got everything at stone tools. We have technology. Our children get equipped from themselves. They just need support of parents. Now generation is more fond of internet facilities. It is not hectic job for them now.
Okay, Mr. Furqan, I hope you got the answer of Mr. Danish.
Alhamdulillah, we have got madrasas almost in every village apart from the modern schools, where our children learn math, language, etc. I think the negligence of parents is an important reason as to why we are not balancing both things. If a proper timetable is framed, then everything would be possible. But we are not ready to send our wards to maktabs after they return from schools.
Come on, my friend, you must not kidding me. We can't get Hafiz Kalamullah by using technology. There are something which are out of science.
Mr. Danish, we mandatory have apply all these gold rules and regulations if we want to change them, otherwise nothing is going to happen.
We don't need technology for producing ulmas, muftis, qaris. What can science do to you in memorizing the verses of Quran?
But such can happen only when parents change their mindsets regarding educating the world. Parents nowadays pay importance for making their officers, whether they remain true believers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or not, whether they remain right or ill ways, whether they remain humans or not. They only want money, honor, prestige, high status by hook or by crook.
Negligence of parents have a child who, after spending 10 to 4 means 6 hours in English medium school, how come after returning from there, can you expect from him that how much amount of time he is spending in learning Quran and other Islamic literature? Yeah, he can remain in touch with Quran, but what actually is needed can be achieved.
Okay, Mr. Danish, I think Mr. X wants to reply against Mr. Furqan. Mr. X, are you satisfied with it, or you would like to add in it?
Mr. Junaid, no doubt, we have got madrasas, we have got Islamic literature, we have got schools, but where remains the balance? I think the solution of this problem is equilibrium. We actually need such institutions throughout the globe where under one roof we will get all these things in a balanced way. Our curriculum should provide such varieties. If we in future want such intellectuals who, apart from being civil service officers, doctors, engineers, and would-be ulmas, muftis, qaris, the only solution of this problem is open more and more schools like such.
I would like to add you, Mr. Kausar, you are right that we need bulk such schools. At the same time, parents need carefulness in this regard, because such without cooperation, parents cannot be achieved.
Absolutely right. Parents support is mandatory. Only parents can decide right and wrong of their wards. Before admitting their wards, they investigate what kind of education is beneficial for my ward, so he or she can progress and prosper in this world and the world hereafter.
Dear guests, due to lack of time, I'm stopping the discussion here. I think our viewers would have got the point what education in real sense means. It definitely demands with the scientists who at the same time would be the moving Quran. It demands with the intellectuals who at the same time would be the high-ranked officers with proper taqwa. Otherwise, our future from outside will be lustered. I thank all of our guests, Mr. Faisal, Mr. Furqan, Mr. Danish, Mr. Kausar. Well, thanks for your time. Assalamu alaikum.